Hello, this video is for Scorpio. So Scorpio, we're going to find out exactly what's going on here. So Scorpio, this is going to be a very, very exciting moment because I feel like there's something yet to be discovered. It feels like there's something that's been kept behind the wall that you either didn't have access to or you haven't noticed. You haven't noticed. So maybe I'm going to bring or shed some light to your situation. So for those of you Scorpios who have been in a relationship either with a fire sign, an air sign, or another water sign even. Some of you an earth sign, but not a lot of you. But anyway, whichever sign this pertains to for you, Scorpio, this is it. Alright, so Scorpios. First thing that I'm hearing is that in this recent situation, recently, now some of you have been involved in this particular relationship for quite some time, but we are speaking about recently, like not that long ago. There was some kind of communication that happened, but this communication didn't work out the way you planned for it to be. I feel like a lot of you were expecting, in fact, a celebration when you had reunited with this partner. I feel like you also thought that for sure somebody finally got it, or they finally understood something, or they finally wanted to make things right with you. It also tells me that, unfortunately, yes, you had to deal with another tower moment. You had to deal with some disappointments, something that was definitely discouraging, something that kind of really put you off kilter. It really upset you deeply because, in fact, you had your hopes up so high. A lot of you can't understand what's really happening because this person, Scorpio, came towards you with so much love and intention, and they looked like they had good faith, good energy, good effort toward creating this relationship with you. I feel like a lot of you Scorpios, definitely where the Knight of Cups is concerned, it was reversed. So when I picked it up and it was reversed, I turned it around because I want to change this energy. So again, I'm going to read it as it was. However, I'm going to put it down face up so that to come, things will get better. So what I get is with the Knight of Cups in reversed, meaning somebody had given you a cup, but they took the cup away. So they take it and they take it away, right? They give it and they take it away. So somebody took their cup away. They brought it to you, making you believe that things were going to be great, making you believe that they were ready now, they finally figured it out, and this was going to work. And something happened. I don't know if they got involved with the Sagittarius. I don't know if they just decided to spread the wealth around, meaning spread themselves around, meaning go back to another partner. Some of you were dealing with somebody who had not but one, but two, but three partners. Some of you were dealing with somebody who had maybe a baby's mother, maybe another person on the side, and then you as well. So there was three people altogether for some of you. For some of you, the three could have been you, Scorpio, your partner, and another person. So I do feel like either way, no matter how you flip this, somebody else was involved here. Somebody else was the third wheel creating this problem. Somebody else was also creating Scorpio to go back and forth with this person because Scorpio would fade out on you after communicating for quite some time or making promises to you, some of them false promises. But I do feel like Scorpio definitely came towards you and then pulled away from you. Came towards you, pulled away from you. So this back and forth energy. Now, I don't feel like it wasn't that they didn't want to be with you. I don't feel like it was that even though they backed off, even though they went with somebody else or in another direction, I don't believe that this was an intentional thing, I just want to hurt you kind of thing. I think that your partner, Scorpio, is quite confused. I also think that your partner is still busy trying to make decisions between you and other people or you and someone else. But I do feel like it is true. They do want to be with you, but at the same time, they can't choose. You know, a lot of your partners, Scorpio, feel that their energy is having to be in one place and the other. Somebody just can't seem to catch up with everything that's going on. Somebody's also feeling bad about having to make a choice between two people. They're feeling bad. They don't want to hurt anybody. So your partner here, Scorpio, doesn't want to hurt you or the other person. They're not trying to do that. I also feel like for some of you who think that your partner is gone, Scorpio, they're not. They're still all around you. They're watching. They're also trying to protect at the same time. Because your partner definitely feels like, Scorpio, that if they can't have you, nobody's having you. They're going to make sure that they're going to come in. If they see anybody there, they're going to come in and react. I also have the Hierophant card here. The Hierophant card speaks about somebody still trying to maintain their control, maintain their rights, maintain their property, so to speak. And they're looking at you as a belonging to them. So here's the Lover's card, and this is telling me that they're wanting to come back with you. They're wanting to communicate with you. They're wanting to be intimate with you, no doubt about it. They are missing you, but they're not understanding exactly what happens between you and somebody else. Somebody in your life here, Scorpio, is trying to figure out either why you are pushing so hard for a commitment, or you're trying to figure out why they're pushing so hard for a commitment. And I don't know if this commitment is towards you or towards somebody else. But you're also feeling like somebody's making you feel as if you're not good enough. Somebody's trying to put this blame or this worry on you and making you feel like all the pressure's on you. Like you need to change something. You need to do something about this. You need to make something different in order for them to make a decision. That's not true. They want to make you feel like the Hermit here. They're trying to make it so that you won't want to go out. You won't want to be around other people. You won't want to see somebody else. They're trying to make you believe that you in fact are the king or the queen sitting on the throne, meaning you're the only person that's really important to them. They will come up with some excuses to you, Scorpio, telling you they had something else to do. But meanwhile, some of them were definitely sharing the water with somebody else, sharing the blessing, sharing their cup, sharing their heart with somebody else. So be careful. Be careful of that. I feel like a lot of you Scorpios are holding on to this relationship, not knowing which way to go, not knowing which way to turn. Be careful, because a lot of you are definitely looking at something as if, it's everything that you've ever wanted. You're looking at this situation like, I need to have this person in my life. I don't know what to do without them. I've never loved somebody this way before. I don't know what this feeling's all about. This is, in fact, your soulmate, which is why you have this feeling. There's no doubt about it. For some of you, your partner is not accepting the cup. They're refusing a cup from you. They're not accepting that commitment that you want. They're putting you off or holding you off or saying, yes, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get something accomplished here. I'm trying to get there, but not yet. Be patient, blah, blah, blah. For some of you, your person is coming in very quickly, and you're wondering why they're wanting to commit so quickly. Some of you have to be careful. Some of you are dealing with somebody who may be looking for their freedom, meaning their independence, to be able to be here. Maybe somebody's dealing with somebody from another country. You may be dealing with somebody who's in a marriage right now and trying to get out of that marriage and coming to you, but they're not willing to get divorced yet. They're trying to separate. They're trying to, have their cake and eat it too, is what's really going on. So be very careful of that. Somebody's coming in very quickly. You'll know the difference, because normally somebody's not going to want a commitment and engagement, all that stuff, and get married within just a couple months of knowing each other. That's just not very common. Is it impossible? No, but it's not very common. Be careful, because I see you as the Four of Pentacles, trying to hold on very tightly to something that's around you. I also feel like with the King of Cups, this person feels they have the authority, the control. They feel like they have the magic words, so to speak, to tell you, so that you will do whatever it is that they need you to do. For some of you, this is talking about giving money, paying somebody's bills, helping them out of debt, getting something cleared up. So be very careful, Scorpio, that you're not being taken advantage for financially, okay? For some of you, this is going to be a struggle, and I do feel like this is why the Eight of Swords is being presented here. This is a warning sign to you that right now you are, in fact, it's like a reflection. Look at this. Look at this, Scorpio. Are you feeling trapped? Are you feeling like you don't know what decision to make? Are you dealing with another water sign? Are you dealing with an air sign? Are you dealing with an earth sign? What is going on here? Is this person made false promises to you? Do they get your hopes up and then let you down every single time? Does this person keep coming back and forth? Are they getting to the point where you can't even make a decision anymore? without second guessing yourself. Because I feel like right now, Scorpios, you guys feel like you keep second guessing everything that you're doing. I want you to be careful. You know that there is a negative side and a positive side to everything going on. But you're choosing only to see the light. You're not looking at the secrets that are in the background. You're not looking at that. And you know from the card that we had previously with this, you know that there's secrets. You know that there's somebody is manipulating. Somebody is definitely telling some lies here. Be very careful, or you will end up with a broken heart. You've already recovered from the first time. Now you're on round 2. Be very careful. Again, your partner, Scorpio, may not be able to make decisions right now. I know a lot of you are waiting for that Valentine to come to just you. Be careful, because even though they had walked away, for some of you, you are going to get a surprise on Valentine's Day. For some of you, there'll be no communication because the person's still going around, meaning they're going from this person to that person to this person to that person. So I don't feel like on Valentine's Day for a couple of you that you're going to hear from this partner because they have too many options. They have too many things they have to try to take care of. Your person is now going crazy in their head trying to figure out what they're going to do. They were able to juggle these relationships all this time, but now Valentine's Day, they can't be 2 places at one time. So they're very worried about how they're going to do this. They're also worried if you're going to accept something that they offer you in the near future, even if they're not here on Valentine's Day. But I do see after Valentine's Day somebody getting flowers afterwards. A late, a delay, a postponed Valentine's Day. That's going to make you feel not special, like you weren't wanted, like you weren't important, like you weren't number one, like you know there was somebody else. It's going to become very clear to you in just a matter of a day. There's going to be some travel for some of you going back and forth. Some of you may be traveling to spy on a person if you don't hear from them, to see if their car is home, to see who they're with, to see what's going on, so be careful with that. I do feel like there's going to be a new beginning one way or the other. Even though you're going to feel hurt, some of you, over this Valentine's Day period, I do feel like you're going to accept their apology and you're going to try to make up. And they're going to be extremely sweet to you. They're going to try to make you get over the hurt that you're going to receive. And they're going to try to make you believe whatever excuse they come up with why they weren't there. The truth is they were with somebody else. They're going to tell you something different. Be prepared for some of you. For some of you, you're going to see your partner on Valentine's Day, and you may see that they got to leave quickly. They may not spend the night. They may say they can't stay. They got to do something else. Be careful with that one too. Then there's the other Scorpio's partner that's going to be there. That's going to be, more than likely, the water signs are going to be there to see you through from beginning to end and to the next day. Those Scorpio people are going to have a great time with their partners. So I hope this helps. I hope this gave you some kind of information of what's going on for Valentine's Day. I can't tell you yet, without doing individual readings, which one of you will have your Valentine's and which one of you won't. But I think, for the most part, based on what I just said, I think you're going to be able to figure it out. So, lots of love, and hope to see you guys soon.